Hi! Today we're going to talk about VPN. So, what is the VPN? You would have probably heard of a VPN before. It's even possible that you have used one before. But did you know what it really is and how it works? So, VPN is a virtual private network which gives you online privacy and anonymity by creating a private network from a public internet connection. VPNs mask your IP, Internet Protocol address so that your online actions are virtually untraceable. Most importantly, VPN services establish secure and encrypted connection to provide greater privacy than ever a secure Wi-Fi hotspot. This makes it more difficult for third parties to track your activities online and steal data. Nowadays, VPN is used by everyone, specifically because it ensures your location stays private, your data is encrypted, and that so you can surf the web anonymously. Now, let's see how a VPN works. When you connect to a VPN, it creates an encrypted tunnel that secures data traveling between you and the VPN server. To secure each data packet, a VPN wraps in an outer packet which is then encrypted through encapsulation. Your data stays safe during the transfer. When it arrives at the server, the outer packet is then decrypted. A VPN protocol is the key to a VPN technology. It's a set of encryption standards used to create a secure connection between two devices. VPN providers commonly support a couple of such protocols. This is mainly because such protocols are highly configurable and offer a nice balance between speed and security, as you can use it on both TCP and UDP ports. For example, Internet Key Exchange version 2, which is IKEv2, is one of the commonly used protocols. It is a tunneling protocol usually paired with IPsec for encryption. It adapts well to network changes, making it an excellent choice for phone users who often switch between Wi-Fi and mobile connection.
So, now let's talk about how to use VPNs for your device. And in this tutorial, we'll be only using the desktop version of VPNs only. This is for those of you who are new. If you want to know how to use a VPN already, you can skip to the next segment of the video to this time step. The first thing that you want to do is to sign up for a VPN account. You do this by going to VPN websites such as ExpressVPN, Surfshark, or any other trusted VPN sites. Next, it is standard procedure of picking your subscription plan and provide related information such as email, setting your password, and credentials. Once you have created an account, you will be required to download the VPN software. Download it again, and once you finish and you have already set it up, continue by opening the software and sign in into the VPN. You'll be shown a window that says you are not connected to a VPN. To activate, simply click the connect button or any button that acts as a connect button, and it will connect you to a server automatically. Usually the VPN will choose a server that will provide the most optimal experience for you. You can also connect to a server manually by choosing a server of your own will. Usually the VPN will give you information of their service, such as how crowded a server is, how fast it is, and so on. If you want to check whether you are really connected to the VPN server, all you have to do is to go to Google and check your location, and it could show you the location of the server that you are connected to, or check the current IP that you have, and it will show the IP of the VPN server instead of your real IP. Another thing that is important is to activate the kill switch of your VPN. A kill switch will disconnect you from any internet traffic that you are currently connected to. If a situation where your VPN connection were to disconnect unexpectedly, what this does is to prevent anybody from finding out your internet activity. If your VPN were to fail, for example, say you were torrenting something and your VPN fails. If the kill switch is offline, you will still be downloading the torrent, but your real IP address is exposed to your peers and ISP. The kill switch prevents this by cutting off your connection to the torrent, and your real IP address will still be hidden.
So, why should you use a VPN connection? Your ISP usually set up your connection when you connect to the internet. It tracks you via an IP address. Your network traffic is routed through your ISP server, which can log and display everything you do online. So, your ISP may seem to be trustworthy, but it may share your browsing history with advertisers, the police or government, or any other third parties. ISP can also fall victim to attacks by cyber criminals. If they hack into your account, then your personal and private data can all be compromised. This is especially important if you regularly connect to a public Wi-Fi network. You never know who might be monitoring your internet traffic and what they might steal from you, including password, personal data, payment information, or even your entire identity. This is why you need a VPN which disguises your data traffic online and protects it from external access.
If you work remotely, you may need to access important files on your company's network. For security reasons, this kind of information requires a secure connection. To gain access to the network, a VPN connection is often required. VPN services connect to private servers and use encryption methods to reduce the risk of data leakage. Region block is not fun for anyone. Services and websites often contain content that can only be accessed from certain parts of the world. However, with VPN, you can overcome this obstacle. You can switch to a server to another country and effectively change your location. For example, you want to watch a Netflix show only available to Americans. A VPN can change your IP address and redirect your internet traffic through a remote server in America, which lets you browse under the cover of its IP and access blocked website. Therefore, it allows us not to miss our favorite content when we are abroad. Now, the pros of VPNs far outweigh the cons of using it, but it is still fair to discuss what disadvantages it may bring. The biggest and most realistic issue of VPNs is the slower connection speeds. This is because the data needs to travel through VPN servers for encryption before it is sent to the destination or website that you wish to visit. However, the slowdowns are almost unnoticeable if you have a powerful CPU and good bandwidth. You could say this is the cost of encrypting your data. Speaking of costs, VPNs are expensive. This can be considered a con because you are spending more money in order to surf the internet, but I would argue this is worth the cost since it is giving you some extra freedom and security to your internet activities. So before you get VPN, examine your options first and decide if it's worth your money.
So what is the take from all of this? VPN offers more security to your network and possibly enhance your overall internet browsing experience. However, at the end of the day, even with a VPN on your device, you'll never be completely safe on the internet, no matter what you do. You can only minimize the threat that comes with it, but there will always be an unknown vulnerability that others can exploit. In the end, whether you decide to get a VPN or already have one, it's always good practice to follow secure web techniques in order to be safe on the internet.